Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel. We're taking a look at what is happening for my Aquarius collective during the month of July. We want to see what Spirit wants to bring to your awareness, any guidance, any assistance, anything that you need to be aware of during this time. Anything that Spirit wants to share with the Aquarius collective. We're looking specifically at what's happening for you in the area of love with a past person. For those of you interested in a past person, and what I find is even if you are no longer interested in being with the past person, sometimes there's some valuable wisdom that comes through in relation to your past experience, because often we take some of that stuff with us as we move into a new connection. So I think it's worthwhile taking a look at that and seeing for yourself. So I'm going to draw some cards for past person. I'm looking at current person, anything that Spirit wants you to be aware of regarding a new or current relationship. And then we're going to look at money. What is it that you need to know or can expect during this month with regards to your relationship with money? Okay, so that's what we're doing. So welcome my Aquarius collective. It's always good to have you here. I appreciate your time, your energy, and all of your support on my channel. So welcome back. If you're new, I'm High Priestess Ellen. I hope you enjoy the energy and that you find these messages, the reading, helpful. I am a medium, so I channel my message and I use the tarot to just validate or add to the message and give me more clarity in terms of how I can best translate what it is that's happening for you at the current time. These messages are to serve you on your journey and not to hinder. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm not here to tell you who you are. You already know that. As a spiritual worker, I am simply here to shine a light on your next inspired step that will ultimately lead to more ease, more clarity, satisfaction and joy. It is meant to be satisfactory. You are meant to be happy. Your life experience is meant to be joyful, and if it is not, it is because you are pinched off from it, not because somebody else is holding you apart from it. Okay? So that is what these messages are about. I always ask that you guys settle into your intuition. Trust your own guidance system, first and foremost. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you through the reading, to help you to know and to recognize which parts of the reading are for you and which is not. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, it's for someone else, let it go. And if it triggers, that's where your work begins. It is absolutely for you. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east and west have their sacred flames burning. I start all of my readings with a channeled meditation in which I open a channel for remote healing in the area of love and relationship for my subscribers. So you're welcome to tune into that, Aquarius. I will give thanks to the spirit of air, earth, water and fire for helping me to channel my Aquarius collective. Please help me to see, to hear, to translate the message and to speak from a place of love and with clarity, so that my Aquarius collective can benefit from this message in the best way possible. Okay, with love and clarity. Right, let's take a look at what's happening for you, Aquarius, with your past person. Okay. So this past person seems to be in a position of power or responsibility. Where a lot of their decision making is dependent or is based on how others are going to see them or the approval of others. Because they feel they have a responsibility first and foremost to others, and so they don't really make their decisions based on what would make them happy, but rather what would look good. Whatever their position or the role is that they play, they are very, very attached to the status of that role, the ego construct around it. So this is not somebody that makes the decisions based on what they don't make. They're not free. They're not free from ego. The decisions are not based on what feels right, but rather what makes sense, or what would give them the best outcome on paper. This is a time and an opportunity for the cleansing of the mind and for cleansing these constructs, updating systems. But I do feel like your person is struggling with this. They're resisting it. And this is causing them a lot of mental turmoil. But also it makes them behave in a way that you are not able to recognize them. And there is some sort of blockage, some sort of distortion when it comes to marriage here. So I don't know if this is someone that you were married to or are still married to, but in separation with, or if they're married, or if they're in another situation of marriage. This person does show up as a married person, married male or female. Yeah, this is definitely your married person, and it's so... This is very possibly someone that this relationship very possibly came to an end because of a marriage, because of this person's unwillingness to release this connection, because of how it's going to make them look. This is your person that is very devoted to upkeeping responsibilities, whether it hurts or not. And I do feel as though this past person might have promised you that they were getting a divorce or that they were leaving, but they didn't. They deceived you. 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future. Now, it could go either way for you, Aquarius. It could be you're the one who was in the long-term commitment or marriage with this person, and they didn't walk away because they felt a sense of responsibility towards you, but it ended in deceit and ended up hurting you anyway. What is it that my Aquarius needs to know regarding this connection? Spirit is saying that you need to be aware, Aquarius, that the choice is ultimately yours. That you are not bound by this person or somebody else's choices. The choice is ultimately yours. That it is time for you to focus on your own inner stability and your own personal financial stability. That you cannot expect from someone else what is ultimately yours to give yourself. Okay? And that it's time for you to move in a new direction and allow for a new beginning in love. Someone in this dynamic here has too many options, and I think it's this past person of yours, and it's time for you to move in a new direction, Aquarius, and for you to come to realize that a new beginning in love, one in which you have equal give and take, where you receive what it is you're willing to give, is one that you are going to have to give yourself. Things working out with this past person, I don't see it happening for you in the next few weeks. And Spirit is saying it's time that you make a choice that is going to support and contribute to your own inner stability, to filling your own cups, and to realizing that it's not this person or anybody else's responsibility to make you happy. That the way you've looked at the situation has not contributed to your ease and satisfaction, and it's easy to project and blame the other person. But he or she is who they are. And once you take responsibility for your own happiness and start treating yourself in a way that makes you feel stable in your own relationship with self, but also but also in a way that helps you to feel nurtured and secure and sets you free from the bondage of other people's actions. That is when you will let in a new beginning in love with someone that you might consider to be your twin flame. But this is a brand new energy that comes in, where someone is willing to offer you their cup as you offer your cup. A relationship that does feel like they are your kindred spirits, like this is your equal in every way, and where it feels balanced and harmonious. Okay, but you got to stop waiting for this other person to realize your value or your worth. They're too focused, they're confused because they're focused on too many options, focused on all the ways that they can. You know what Spirit is showing me? Spirit is showing me a buffet. Can you imagine taking one plate and wanting to pile everything that is at the buffet onto your plate? Eventually it's going to look like a mess. It's not going to look appetizing. And honestly, are you really going to be able to savor, appreciate the flavors? Because there's so much going on your plate that your senses are overwhelmed. And that's what I'm getting from your person. They can't see the value in any particular thing that they are putting onto their plate, because they're filling the plate or their cup or themselves with all these options, because they have an energy and a mindset of lack. So that results in greed. I just want to get as much as I can out of every situation, and I don't want to say no to anything because I don't want to lose out. That's not somebody that is in a place where they can really welcome in and appreciate and savor what the universe is giving them, or any gift that comes into their lives. So you are just one of many. You are not fully seen. You are not fully appreciated. Let's move on. For my Aquarius, with the current person or interested in the current connection. Thank you, Spirit. What is it that they need to be aware of or know for this collective during the month of July? Emotional fulfillment does not come from outside of yourself. You're never going to find it in a relationship, even if you find the perfect person. Emotional fulfillment is something that comes from within. It's a gift you give yourself. What is going on in this current connection? All right. There have been quite a few battles, okay? Allow yourself to release the wounds. You know, when we go through battles and we face things together, every subject has two ends of the stick. There is the value that's been added to our relationship because we've faced battles together. And then there's the other end of the stick where there is the part of us, there is the unwanted, where you can sort of delve into things and decide that I would have preferred if my person was more supportive of, or when we found ourselves in that particular place, if my person had rather handled it in this way, or that I would have preferred that would have made me feel more loved. That does not help you. Looking at what you face together and what you've overcome from a critical point of view, or a perspective of lack or judgment, it does not help you, because when you have two people with their back against the wall, each individual does the best they can, and in the end, does it really matter who put their foot where or who did what, if you both benefit, and if you both experience growth, and if you both experienced expansion? There was a lot of strength that came from this. And so you need to change how you evaluate the actions taken when you and your person experience or have gone through challenges and overcome them. Focus on the fact that you were able to overcome them, because that is big and that is worth appreciating. Wish fulfillment is absolutely here with you. And the challenges and the conflict of the past is no longer a part of your current reality. Okay? Both you and your person have had to go through tower moments. Tower moments is when you're sitting up in your tower thinking that you are untouchable. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. That is the ego. The ego makes you think that you're in this perfect place and everybody else is beneath you. And when that tower gets burnt down, that's when you meet yourself in an authentic way. When you meet yourself and you're able to, that tower being burnt down is what sets you free, and it puts you in a place where you're able to really let in love, really allow others to experience you in your fullness. And I feel that that's what's happened between you and your person, and now you're facing this new passionate beginning. And you and your person, even if you've been together for a really, really long time, or whether it's not that long, it doesn't matter. It's a new passionate beginning after facing challenges together, overcoming them. And Spirit wants you to remember, it doesn't matter how many years you have behind you, this is a new beginning. You got to start looking at your relationship from a clean slate. And you get to decide how things look moving forward. Don't bring the past up all the time. This is a new passionate beginning, and the bridges that you've burnt behind you, allow yourself to rebuild new ones, you and your person. Okay? You are embarking on this journey, this soulful, insightful journey as two brand new people, regardless of who you have been before. Okay, so embrace that, welcome that, and appreciate that. I'm getting the feeling of soulmates embarking on a brand new spiritual journey side by side. Okay, now that's not for everybody. That's two people. That comes from a lot of growth and evolution, where you are not expecting somebody to complement you or to fit into your idea of what life is supposed to look like, but where you are able to love and embrace your partner unconditionally, and they are able to love and embrace you unconditionally, willing to let you be who you need to be, willing to let them be who they need to be, knowing that it contributes to the greater good. Honoring of one another. What is it that my Aquarius needs to know? What is it that they need to know with regards to money during this month? Anything for my Aquarius that they need to be aware of? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, this is a good period for money. Slow and steady. You already have your plans, you already have your goals. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Be mindful to make use of all of the opportunities and all of the elements available to you to allow for abundance to flow into your life. This plan has been set in motion long ago, and everything is working in your favor. You do not have to manipulate or force anything. You simply honor your relationship with money and the support from the universe by making the most of everything that is available to you, honoring it, loving it from a place of appreciation and not of fear and lack. You are able to take care of yourself, and you will be able to take care of everything that matters to you during this month. Finances will not be in shortage for you. It is available to you, and you just need to honor the relationship with money. and it'll flow abundantly based on plans and intentions that you set in motion long ago. So this is favorable for you, Aquarius. As I say, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. Okay, so that's good. Be mindful that if you are in an energy, if you're looking at your money from a perspective of lack or shortage, or if you're worried that you need to be more careful or mindful, perhaps you don't feel completely comfortable or secure, be mindful, because there is a tendency to then try and control or manipulate situations. You don't need to do that anymore. Everything is available to you. The universe has your back, and you can simply enjoy what flows into your experience, knowing that there will always be more. There will always be more. So as I say, you can look forward to some of the goals that you had set in motion a while ago, you being able to meet them, or them being met from a financial perspective. Okay, Aquarius, that's your reading. So, good news in the area of money. A very, very new adventure beginning with your person, for those of you in a current relationship. If it resonates, please comment, let me know how. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, Aquarius, be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do what is best for you. Love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye now.